gardening struggles. So I just want to talk today about like a big oopsie that I made. You can probably tell my oopsie just by looking at this plant. So I like to collect pothos. Obviously I collect a bunch of different plants, but like, kind of my goal is to collect as many species of pothos as possible. So I was kind of researching about and enjoy pothos, whatever. I was super excited because I was walking through the store one day and I found this guy and I was like, oh my gosh, finally found my enjoy pothos. Was doing great. A couple weeks later, I'm walking through Home Depot and then I see this all white one and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this enjoy pothos. This is great. Like, I'll combine them. So I went home and I did. I combined them. And it really bothered me that they both look different. And that's because they are different. So the more I researched it, just because it bothered me so much. This one is actually a Jade and Pearl pothos. And this one is actually an enjoy pothos, or a glacier pothos, I've heard it called. But I could also be wrong again. I don't know. So, obviously, just by looking at it, you can tell that these are two different leaves. But Airhead Me was like, oh no, it's probably the same. Something's wrong with this one. But in reality, the Jade and Pearl pothos is actually a mix between a Marble Queen pothos and then this Enjoy pothos, which is actually all white. So you can kind of see with the Marble pothos, or the Marble Queen pothos, that it has all of these spots. It's also variegated as well, but it's very pretty with the way it's spotted. It's not necessarily like the Golden pothos where it's all green with the yellow spots. This is just a lot more variegated and marbly. But looking back at this leaf, you can really see where the mix comes in. So it's really just a hybrid of both of these plants, whereas the Enjoy pothos is a milky white color, and it's very pretty. Both of them are very pretty, actually. The biggest thing to remember is that these plants are variegated, which again, they are spotted with white, different colors, things like that. So which means that they are going to need a little more light than others, which again, duh. But just looking at the leaves, the white part actually does not photosynthesize, so it's only the green parts. So it does need a little more sunlight to thrive. I also try to be mindful of how I water this plant. I do try to keep it a little moist, so about maybe half an inch to an inch. If the soil is dry, I water it, but I try not to overwater it. It seems to be happy with that kind of watering. It's a little more different than the Golden pothos, which is a little more hardy. That one I kind of try to dry out the soil almost completely before I water it again. But this guy I try to keep a little moist, and I really keep a close eye on it as well, just to make sure that it's thriving. But both of these plants have a lot of new growth, which is super exciting. So it's obviously very happy. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about the difference because in case you were ever wondering, they're two different kinds of plants, you know, so I'm gonna separate it. I recommend that you separate it if you are also OCD, but do whatever floats your boat. But yes, they are two different plants, so just a learning experience for myself and hopefully for others as well who might wonder this. But yeah, until next time, happy planting.